BMW shootout right after these reminders. And a rat drive right on the very first hole of the BMW shootout this week eliminated Joey Bacani. His problems were worsened because of his second and third shots in the trees. And so the only survivors left are three of our original foursome. We have Noy Bautista, Monet Mata, and our fourth is Pat Tan. And our second hole is number 15 of the back nine of Valley Golf and Country Club, which is a 400-yard par 4. A slight dogleg right, as you can see in the background, with the trees on the right protecting the dogleg. The green is elevated and protected by bunkers on the left and also on the far right. So the golfers will have to have a good drive and avoid the trees on the right. Let's see how they do on the second hole of the BMW shootout. By virtue of his getting the first par on the first hole, Monet Mata, as lowest handicapper, again retains the honor. And he unleashes another powerful drive that draws to the left center of the fairway. He is in very good position for his second shot. Next to tee off is Noy Bautista. Noy, a handicap 14, looks very natty in his Jack Nicklaus shirt, which all the other participants are sporting. But he doesn't hit the ball squarely. He sort of topped it, and it goes to the left of the fairway. Pat Tan makes sure he is properly balanced before he lets loose his drive. But he pulls it to his right, and he is in trouble. He's in the middle of those trees on the right side of the fairway. He'll have to pitch out. Playing his second shot is Monet Mata. He's got a wide open approach to this elevated green. His second shot veers slightly to the right, however. He had the right distance. He's pin high, way off to the right of the flag. Pat Tan, after pitching out, has an open third shot. But this one goes to the left side of the green, and he'll have to pitch on. Next, we have Noy Bautista also playing his third shot. Noy, using a sand wedge for this high lofted shot, gets on the green. He's only about 7 to 8 feet to the left of the cup. Going for a birdie from the fringe is Monet Mata. In the background, you can see the spectacular hills of Antipolo. And look at that approach. He's just about 2 feet away for his par. Pat Tan has a tricky pitch onto the green, and he almost hits the pin on this effort. Leaves himself about 4.5 feet for his bogey. Noy Bautista gunning for a par from about 7 feet. Firmly strokes it into the back of the cup, and he gets his par and moves on to the third and final hole of the Prestige BMW shootout. Pat Tan will try and put pressure on Monet Mata. He sinks his pressure-laden bogey putt, but if Monet Mata can knock this in, Pat Tan will get eliminated. And Monet Mata coolly sinks his 2-footer and saves his par. Again, the difference was a bad shot, and in your case it was the bad drive, just as it was with Joey in the first hole of our shootout, huh?
I had to play out.
Yes, and that was one stroke, and that's exactly why you lost, because of that one stroke. I'd like to say, though, Pat, that you put in a great effort. That last 2 shots of yours, you almost holed out from off the green, and then you came back and you bogeyed it. For me, it was a great effort, so I hope you enjoyed it, too.
Yeah, it was the pleasure was mine.
Fine, and
I'd like to thank BMW, and more power to you.
It was our pleasure, Pat. And remember, you're qualified for the BMW national competition.
Thank you.
So be sure to be there.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot. I'll see you at the awards.
Yeah,
okay, bye-bye. The moment of truth in the Prestige BMW shootout will follow after these important messages. So it comes down to the third and final hole of the BMW Shootout this Sunday between Monet Mata, our handicap 12 player, and our handicap 14, Noy Bautista. They have survived the last two holes and will now compete for the weekly championship. The finishing hole, the 18th at Valley Golf and Country Club, 217 yards long, almost straight away to the green, protected by a water hazard about 100 yards from the tee and bunkers on the left and right. The moment of truth is now upon us, and let's watch Monet Mata and Noy Bautista try and get this weekly championship. This is a spectacular view from the tilted green of the 18th hole of Valley Golf and Country Club as Monet Mata prepares to tee off with a 2-iron. A par 3 217-yard hole, protected on the right by the bunker, which catches that drive of Monet Mata. Noy Bautista uses a driver. He's a few years the senior of Monet Mata, and he hits a solid one straight down the middle, heading straight for the green and slightly short, but he will just have an easy pitch on to try and save his par. Monet Mata blasting out of the trap, a beautiful fluid stroke, and look at that ball creep towards the hole. He's only got about 3.5 feet to save his par. Noy Bautista now feels the pressure. He can charge the hole, but he does the opposite. He sort of babied that and leaves himself a 10-footer to save his par. And so Noy Bautista will try and sink this and put the pressure on Monet Mata. A good bold putt, but not quite bold enough. It stopped short by about half a foot. And this is the winning putt of Monet Mata for his par from the bunker. Smack into the back of the cup. And he emerges our weekly champion in this third week of the Prestige BMW Shootout. The glad hand is given to Monet by everybody round. After 3 holes of intense competition in the Prestige BMW Shootout, here's how they wound up. Monet Mata emerging champion, Noy Bautista followed by Pat and Joey Bacani. We come to a close with the award ceremony for this BMW Shootout episode, and once again we have our runners-up and the champion of the week. And we also have from Prestige Cars Marketing Division, we have Ming Pilapil, who will be awarding some of the prizes, and Mark Saw from the Sales Division of Prestige Cars, Makati Incorporated. Our third runner-up, therefore, for this weekly episode is Joey Bacani from BA Savings Bank. Joey, congratulations. You have some prizes from BMW, a sleeve of balls, a BMW umbrella, and a calendar.
It's a good price
for your good mementos. Right, thanks a lot. Our second runner-up, who got eliminated on the second hole, is Pat Tan. Pat gave it a great effort. Congratulations, Pat.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you have your BMW balls, umbrella, and calendar. There you are.
Thank you.
Our first runner-up for this week. He really put up a great fight, but I think he got intimidated by that beautiful blast from the trap by our low handicapper. We have Noy Bautista. Noy, great performance.
All right. Hi, Robertson.
Roger Urbanis congratulating our first runner-up, and you will be getting your umbrella, your BMW balls, and calendar.
Thank you very much.
And the weekly champion for this week in the BMW Shootout is none other than our low handicapper, Monet Mata. Monet played a great round. I didn't see any mistakes at all, Monet.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Get your goodies first.
Okay.
From Ming and Mark.
Bye-bye.
And we have a cap symbolic of your weekly championship, which Monet is going to don right now. Bagay, no bagay. We've had another exciting episode of the BMW Shootout here at the championship caliber Valley Golf and Country Club in Antipolo, Rizal. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join us next week for the third weekly championship in the second series of the BMW Shootout. I'm Dick Ildefonso saying, join us then and happy golfing.